If you love to meal prep, this is gonna be just up your alley. These are called Tuna Sub in a tub. I've prepared them using the prep and store system for storing them. They're beautiful, they're healthy, and it's a low carb option for a lunch. We start first by making essentially a tuna salad. So however you like to have your tuna salad ingredients, you're gonna go with that, or follow what I'm doing here today. I've got some red onion, some celery, and I'm going to mince this up before I add the rest because these are the hard ingredients. So with the twist and chop, the post goes up and down. Isn't that fast? And so we've got all of our vegetables minced up right away. The recipe does call for some fresh broccoli. I didn't have any, but I have some steamed broccoli left over from dinner last night, so I'll add that in there. And I put that in last because it's not hard, it's soft. So we'll get that pulsed in. And now we'll go ahead and add mayo. So I am making a double batch today. So I've got 6 tablespoons of mayo, and then 2 teaspoons of red wine vinegar. And let's blend this up before we add our tuna. Add your tuna right to the twist and chop. If you don't have this, you can do everything manually. Just chop it up with a knife, mix it up in a bowl. But man, if you have this, it is so, so easy. There we go. I'm gonna cut these tomatoes in half using the close and cut. Do you have this yet? If you notice these gray plates, they're on springs, both the top and the bottom. So anything you put in there, you put your knife on the edge, anything that's in there is going to move those plates evenly so that you're gonna have a perfect split. You need a 7-inch blade. This knife comes with it, so that's convenient. And everything is cut perfectly in half. I love this for boneless chicken breast. It helps them cook faster, and those larger chicken breasts, sometimes I can get 4 thin cutlets out of there. And now we're ready to assemble. Now you could do this on plates or in a really big bowl. It's tuna sub in a tub. So I have these tubs. These are part of the easy prep and store system. You can store this in the fridge, and it's real convenient. They come with dividers, so you can use it for meal prepping, but I thought it would be fun for this. Now, if you want to use these to take someplace, keep these little pucks, they're like ice packs, in the freezer, and when they're cold, frozen cold, they will stay cold for 5 to 6 hours. Now, if they've only been in the fridge, they'll stay cold for a couple of hours. This is great if you're taking it for a picnic or anything like that. So we'll start first with a scoop of the tuna salad. So make sure you take your blades out before you scoop it out so you don't end up cutting up your scrapers by accident. I have a little bit more tuna salad here than I need. So I've got enough for about 4 servings. So I'm gonna make 3 and then I'll have an extra one. So give yourself a scoop. Maybe you prefer to have egg salad. You could do the same kind of idea. So if you think about it, it's kind of like what you would find in a sub, but it's in a tub. So it's a low carb option. We've got our tomatoes. I'll go ahead and add some of those on each. If you have garden fresh tomatoes, you can use that. These looked pretty good since I didn't have garden fresh tomatoes today. And then you can take some banana peppers or pepperoncini. The little garnish grabber makes it easy to grab a few. I'll set those on the side. Do you like these kinds of peppers? Or would you skip them? They don't have too much heat. They're kind of briny. And then I've got some red onion. One trick that I have with red onion, I didn't share this before, but I will rinse these off after slicing to take out some of that extra bite. So if you like red onion and you don't want it to be too spicy, that's the secret. Okay. More garnish. I've got some dill pickles here, and we'll add that to our bowl. Now, if you don't like something here, you skip it. Totally okay. This is kind of a fun little salad bar idea too. If you're having friends over or a gathering with your family, they're friends too, right? You can have them on the side and they can get exactly what they want for their sub in a tub. Okay, and now for our dressing. This is from the Skinny Taste website, so it is a little bit on the lighter side. I've got some olive oil here. When I squeeze the buttons on either side, watch what happens up here. It sucks up the oil so you can see exactly what you've got. So you add a drizzle of oil, add a little bit of red wine vinegar, not much, about a teaspoon, and then if you like, a little sprinkle of oregano. If you've got fresh oregano, you can use that too. Isn't that pretty? It looks so appealing, you know, and when foods like this look nice, we look forward to eating them even more. So if you are road tripping or potlucking, if you have things like this made up ahead, it'll kind of take out that desire to maybe stop and get fast food. I think these are super fun, and if you need to save space and you want to pop them into a cooler, you absolutely can do that. They stack nicely. I hope you'll give Tuna Sub in a tub a try. I think they're super fun and an easy way to mix things up for your next lunch.